What is up guys, MrKingammo here. I'm going to do another potential FIFA15 team, and that's Man U. Interesting ones. You don't know who they're going to sign, because they do need players after Swansea, after they got beat by Swansea. You don't know who's going to be in their starting 11. There's some players you'd think, oh, he should be in there, he shouldn't be in there. So it's quite interesting. So let's start off in goal. David De Gea, he's always going to be first choice. He's a good goalkeeper. I didn't give him an upgrade purely due to the fact that Man U did have a poor season last season. It was just dreadful. He's probably one of their best players, but it was still a dreadful season. He might get an upgrade. Very rarely. Very rare though, I think. I can't see him get downgraded. Without him, Man United would have been a lot worse. Now for the free defence, which for some reason Van Gaal wants to play. First one, let's go left to right. Left, I can't say his name. I think it's Marcus, is it? Or something. Rojo. Sorry if I say his name wrong, which I have. But anyway, I think Man U have spent a lot on this guy. Was it 16 mil, 18 mil, or whatever? On a player that plays in Portugal, I think it's a risk. He had decent games in the World Cup. Other than that, I think it's a huge risk on a player like that. They should just got in a world-class centre-back, boom, like that. But I kept him 76. He will go up because he's joined Man U now, so he'll go up. Next player, Chris Smalling, kept 78 because Man U last season were crap. He had an average season, if we can say average. He's got potential to be a world-class centre-back, but him and Jones are clearly not fulfilling that. Now onto our next one, Phil Jones was a right back. I'll put him to centre-back because I think that's where he's going to play most of his games for Man U this season. that face though, he says he needs to put a new one on. But I kept him 78 as well. Might go down as he had quite a dreadful season. Okay, let's do the midfield now, left to right. I'll start with Ashley Young, downgraded him 82 to 80. I don't know why it was 82 in the first place, because season before that he had average, and the season he just had was below average, I'd say. But he's not a left mid, he's a left wing back, as by this formation says left mid, but he's left wing back. He was at fault at one of the goals at Swansea, but that's not his fault. The manager wants to play a attack-minded player, defensive wing back. But since he's joined Man U, he hasn't been a player that he was at Aston Villa, which Man U spent over Tottenham. Next player, Herrera, kept him 79, so I don't really watch La Liga. But in the Swansea game, he had little glimpses of he was decent. He was a good dribbler, good passer. But hopefully, he probably will turn out to be a good player. He's got Mata there as well, who's Spanish, to help him out. He does look a decent player. Like he needs time to settle in the Premier League pace and that. Next player, Darren Fletcher. He's one of the players I was talking about, which I thought wouldn't be in the starting 11 of Man U, but he is. He had last season. He had that bowels thing he had, so he couldn't really play. But hopefully he's got past that bowel thing he had and he can play. Cause he was a decent player before all the injuries started to happen to him, or diseases I should say. But we find out if he can still hack it as a Man U shirt. Kept him 79, might go down 78, probably because he didn't play last season that much, so you never know. Right mid, or right wing back, but right mid on here. Jesse Lingard was at Birmingham City on loan last season. Upgraded him to 70. I think it was a bronze 64. Upgraded him to 70. He might go 72, 71. But at Burnham City, he was a beast. I know he got 4 goals in one game, and hopefully he can get some playing time. As I'd like to see what he could potential he's got. Too bad he got injured. Like, was it first 20 minutes or something in the Swansea game? Canal to attacking midfielder, and it's Mata downgrade him to 86 from 87. Probably because when he joined Man United, he wasn't the player Man United really wanted, and I don't know why Man United bought him, to be fair, because he's not the type of player that they needed at that time. It's just David Moyes, Cuban fans, quite a big signing. But hopefully he does good things with Man U like he did at Chelsea. I rate him highly. Don't know why David Moyes really got rid of, not David Moyes, I said Jose Mourinho got rid of him. I don't know, and got rid of him and bought Fabregas. They could just kept Mata. But, you know, it's the Man U now. Top quality playmaker and score goals. The 2 strikers I start with Van Persie, downgrade him to 88 from 89. Because, you know, Van Persie must be this top quality striker, scored all these goals, and he had nothing last season. That's one of the reasons why Man United didn't perform. If he banged in the goals, it would have been a different story. But, you know, he's getting a little bit older now. I think he's 31, isn't he? 30, 31, he must be. And I know he had quite a few injuries last season as well. Which he had 1 injury free season for Man U and Arsenal really. And Man U bought all that money for him. But anyhow, he's probably one of the best strikers in the Premier League. And if Man U want change for the title, they need him to score. And for the next player to perform, that's Ray Rooney. Did I keep him 87? I kept him 87 because he was one of Man United's decent players last season. He scored a couple of goals, assisted, you know. But you need to see more from Rooney, you know, more goals to be scored. But he probably played just off of Van Persie. But in the Swansea game, Van Gaal played Hernandez instead. But Van Persie played that game? No, he didn't, did he? But you never know. I can't see Hernandez staying that long. I can't see him staying at the club. But this is what I think the starting 11 will look like ish. I can see some major signings happening, but I don't. They got that centre back. They need someone else. They need a couple of signings. But anyway, that's what I think the ratings wise will look like. And now for the subs. First one, Luke Shaw. I swear he was he a 72 rated? I think it was 72 rated or 74. I can't remember now, but I got upgraded him 76 gold because he had a hell of a season at Southampton. He's injured now for a couple of months, but that's a shame because he's England's left back for the next, 15 years potentially. Quality left back. He just needs more like playing time in Europe to make him that much of a better player. He probably will be a better player at Man United than he was at Southampton. No disrespect to Southampton, but Man United on a different level. So quality left back. Honestly, I don't know whether he's going to play instead of Ashley Young at left wing back. We have to see. Next player, Yanasai. Kept him 74 because he got upgraded on FIFA 14. I kept him 74 because I don't think he should be a gold. If he was a gold, he'd be a low rated gold, and that wouldn't suit EA. So I kept him a silver. He needs to. This season, he'll probably see some good things from Yanasai, but I don't rate him as high as other people do. But he needs to put some muscle on as well. Next player, Kagawa. I love Kagawa, but the way Man United use him is so poorly done. At Dortmund, he was a beast, and now he's just a bench warmer. I downgrade him to 81. Probably was one of my best attacking midfielders on FIFA15 Ultimate Team. But I can see him going maybe down to 80. Cause since he's been at Man Utd, he's had a dreadful season. Dreadful years there, so I don't know. If I was him, I'd want to leave, but he might have one more season, try to get his place back. Next player, Danny Welbeck, downgrade him to 77, could be in 76 or even 75. I don't know why David Moyes or Alex Ferguson actually even played Danny Welbeck. He doesn't score the goals. Yeah, he works for the team. You know, he puts pressure on the defenders when they got the ball and all this, but for a striker, if you're going to be rated high, you need to score goals, and he doesn't score enough. He barely gets 10 a season. For me, he needs to go to a club where he's going to play week in, week out, where he can get the confidence, the more experience playing. And I could have put other players in the subs like Hernandez, but I've got a funny feeling that he might leave, as he had a dreadful season under Moyes, and I think he might want a new start. So anyway, this is it, guys, for this video. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and don't remember that these are what I think. You know, these are not the official ones. These are what I think the ratings will look like. So until next time, see ya.